Okay, so when you come to row, I think it's row 4 of the okapi and row 8 of the, or round 8 of the giraffe, you're going to be attaching the arms. So because the giraffe has a couple of extra rounds to make the nice long neck, you're going to be kind of off on the count. So the pattern says to do 6 more stitches, but to figure it out yourself to make sure that your arms are centered. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it around so that the nose is facing us. We're going to flatten it down, and we're going to use stitch markers to mark the center 2 stitches. So for me, that's about this stitch here and the one next to it here. So you're going to mark those center 2, then you're going to skip 1, mark to the side on both sides. That'll be your starting, your point for one leg attachment, and then the other one. So here you can see this coincides nicely with this spot. Then you're going to skip 2, mark again. I'm going to do, I don't have enough stitch markers around here, but you would do the same on the other side. So skip 2, which should be the one that you're on right now. And then you're going to go from here, and you're going to count backwards. So this would be the last leg attachment, and then you're looking for 6 backwards. So 6 backwards from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be kind of in the center of the back. So it's right here for me. And I'm going to mark the stitch just before it. So 7 back. So this should be my last stitch of the round. Or let's just mark the next one. So, okay, so 6 back, mark that one. This one should be the first stitch of the round that starts the leg attachment. So for the okapi, this should line up pretty well to what you've done. For the giraffe, it does not, because we've added these extra rounds in. So you can see I'm here, and I'm about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches back, as the pattern says. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go forward 6, go forward 6 stitches. And I'm going to do 3 in white, and then switch, and do 3 here in my contrast color. And get the last one done, and switch back to white. Okay, so now I've arrived at the stitch marker that is the first stitch. I can take that out. And if you're using stitch markers to start the beginning of rounds, you'll move your stitch marker to here. I use a thread, so I'm just going to go over here, and this will be my new beginning of my round for all rounds after this one. This was done mainly so that the okapi pattern and the giraffe have the same layout, which makes it easier for me and makes it easier for you. Okay, so we're here. So the pattern says 1 increase, 3 increase to get to the leg attachment. So we're just going to do that real quick, all in white. Oh, accidentally took my stitch marker along here. There we go. So 1 increase. Kind of hard to do this with this long neck. And then 3. 1, 2, 3, increase. And it should hit us at this mark. Now it's up to you if you want to do these 3 stitches here, the 4 stitches where the legs attach in your contrast color or not. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be an increase. I'm just going to do it white for the purpose of this because it's easier for me. So what you're going to do now is you are going to go get one of your legs, and you slip stitched into the next stitch. You can tie this off if you like, just the end, or you can just tuck it in, however you usually do it, and make sure you know where the dent is so the front of the hoof here. And you're gonna turn your head to the side, and you're gonna flatten the leg out so that the hoof is facing forward. It can face forwards and slightly outwards if you want, but mainly forwards. So here's the dent, and I've flattened it out so that the dent is facing towards the nose of the giraffe. Cool. So once you've done that, I have to turn my head because I'm left-handed. So my head's this way. So I'll make sure that my hoof is facing in the direction of my nose. And then I'll take out my first stitch marker, or the 2 stitch markers that mark the 4 stitches for my legs. So what I'm going to do is I have my 4 stitches, and I'm going to go through, so I should have 4 on one side and 4 on the other, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 on the other. I'm going to go from the inside through that first stitch. Then I'm going to go through that first stitch here on the body, pull through those 4, yarn over, pull through 2. Go through the second stitch on the leg, second stitch on the body, pull through those 4, yarn over, pull through 2. And do that for all 4. 3. And go through the last one on the leg, and then the last one on the body. So you've got the start of the leg attachment here. Then I've got an increase right after it. So here. Then I should hit those 2 center stitch marks where I will do a single into each. 1, 2. Then I should have another increase here, and then I should be hitting the next stitch marker that notates the second leg attachment. So I'm going to get my second leg, I'm going to do the same thing, I'm going to find the dent, I'm going to make sure the dent points in the same direction as my nose, and then I'm going to flatten it down. And again, it can point in the nose or slightly outwards because it will be tilted in slightly. And then take some time to do this, because if it doesn't line up, it'll look wonky. Again, go from the inside to the outside through the stitch on the body, pull through 4, yarn over 2, stitch on the leg, stitch on the body, pull through 4, yarn over 2. You're going to hit the stitch. Yeah, that's where you ended. So just go through that one, go through body, go through, and then the last one. And again, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left on your leg for the second round. Yarn over and go through 2. Right, so when you're done with that, you're going to do an increase in the next stitch. So increase here. See? Increase in the next stitch. And then 3 singles. 1, 2. Swap colors on the third single to line up with this patch we have here. So that was an increase, 1, 2, and then 1 in the contrast color, 3, another increase here, and a single. There we go. So that's how you attach the first round of arms. So for the second round of arms, you are just gonna go around you have 30 here now, and you're gonna go around. So I should have, I'm gonna swap color on the first stitch here. Trying not to to yarn over, swap color on the first stitch here, and then I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, swap color here, so 5, and then 1, 2, 3 of this color, I think. I think it was only supposed to be 2, because then you're going to hit these. So these are the 4 that I attached the leg on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. It's always hard to see, but yes, it looks like this isn't the first one, but it is. So I was only supposed to do 2 here. Can do 3 again. You can kind of determine the patches however you like. And then I've got the leg attachment here. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the stitch from the outside, so no longer from the inside, from the outside, and then go through the stitch on the body through 2, and again the second stitch here, one on the body, go 2, go through here on the body, 2, and then here on the body, 2. So you should have 6 in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then starts the attachment of the second one. So we're just going to do 1, and then do a nice center patch here. 1, 2, need more yarn. 3 and 4, switch back, 4, 1, and then again I'm going to attach the other leg. So again, go through the front, go through the first body, pull through, go through the front stitch, through the second body, yarn over, pull through those 2, yarn over 2. It's like a single crochet, just that you're going through 2 stitches and stitching them together. And there we go. And then just keep going with single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just going to pull this loop big so you can see.